shoulders together on one team.
Yes, certainly good to have the youngsters and the youths combining and making sure that they learn as much as they can. And we have seen some really good cricket for the most part, and in some cases, some ordinary ones as well. But so far, we can say generally the tournament has been a good one as well.
And a plus to the different media houses for bringing this tournament into your home and beyond and with it. Right now with the pandemic going on, certain areas there's no sports going. But with this cricket being seen around the world, we can say we are fortunate. And thanks to the health ministry for doing what they're doing.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you, Carl, for your input. As we are still awaiting, as we continue with our live coverage here, as I welcome the voice of Millington. Good afternoon, Millington. We are just waiting patiently as some preparatory work. We are seeing that the groundsmen, the stumps there on the far end, the stumps has already been placed in there. We see the curator there in Bobby Black. He is just marking the crease and putting the stumps to our comments in. Your general thoughts on the atmosphere so far, Millie?
Yes, good evening, Tony. Good evening to all those who are speaking of commentaries. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. It is a pleasure of being here again with you. Tony, from what I've seen out there, one of the groundsmen, they're saying we should get a 2:30 start, or before that, but it is 2:30. There's some water seep through the covers, and the bowler's run off just behind the stump on this commentator's booth end. And so they lit it, and they have put in some dry clay and roll it. So they're just awaiting for some of the moisture to get out. And so as soon as that is hard enough, we'll be looking to get a start. I also had a look at the wicket, Tony. I think there are some spots in the wicket as well where water would have seeped. Nothing to be alarmed about to do. The wicket is very hard as usual. It seems to be very dry, but winning the toss on this one in a final, Stoney, you got a bat.
You got a bat.
That's a bat.
Why do you say you have the bat? Is are you catering for the weather?
Not just for the weather. Not catering for the weather at all, because we have light into the late evening all the night. It's the 7 o'clock wicket, we're still playing cricket under fairly good light out here. But the pressure that comes with the finals, there is a certain level of pressure that comes with the finals. And so, you back first, you put runs on the board, and you look to defend it in a finals. We saw just today in the England game, where England chased down 337 in the second game to even the series. And today it was the one would have thought light work for England. But the pressure that comes with a final game, it is something else. And so India was able to come out victorious in that. And so likewise, I'm saying if I win the toss, if it was me winning the toss in the finals, I'll definitely bat. Because later on, not only that the wicket has some cracks in it, and it can only get worse. So the bowling lineup that the BEAMERZ have, if the BEAMERZ win the toss and they bat, they can pose some trouble for the Farrington Super Sixers. So the Farrington Super Sixers, they possess some wonderful spinners. They have one of the better leg spinners we have seen in recent time on Ireland. That is Raymond Adams, and so you would want to get the best use of the track, which is bowling second. So definitely win the toss and bat.
Well, when I spoke to the captain of the BEAMERZ, he was of the same mindset as well. He said he will bat first, and the the other captain in Dimitri Adams, well, he was so confident that he says either way, it doesn't matter. Whatever runs they put on the board, they're going to get them. So he says the 150 will be good to restrict them at, but whatever they score, they are set to get whatever they would have scored here today. So contrasting, views with regards to how they would view whether winning the toss and choosing to bat first or choosing to bowl first. Lindell did say that he will bat, looking at the weather as well. As we see that the clouds there, especially on the north side of us, a bit heavy, and but hopefully the breeze will take them away, Millie, and we'll get to see some cricket here. The showers that was I wouldn't say unexpected, but because we have not had heavy showers to cause seepage into the pitch, was quite surprising, as we would say.
So nonetheless, it happened. You see stranger things happen right here at the Jerusalem Robertson Park. Nonetheless, Tony, we are looking forward for a very good game. We are looking forward for the commencement of this game. And it's very heavily overcast, and the breeze, we are feeling a change again in the atmosphere. It's getting really chilly again. But one would hope that the rains will stay away. It can come just after the last ball is bowled, just after a decision is made on the final, because we really do need the rain as well. We do need the rain. No two ways about it that we need the rain. The farmers do need the rain. Those homeowners who are not working and have assistance, they do need the rain. And so we can't be selfish, Tony, in that, because we want cricket to play, that we pray that the rain stays away. Whatever God has in plan, may it happen. Today is a blessed day, it's Palm Sunday, and so it's just a blessing for the rain to be coming today.
Yes, and you're not missing any cricket. Our promo did say that we will start at 1:30, but due to some overnight seepage, the ground staff definitely taking care of that. And like I said, the stumps are in, the wicket is being rolled again. They have just managed to handle that dry seepage as the bowlers run up from our end. And in a short time, we will definitely have some cricket for you, and it's going to be played between two competitive sides as well. They are bubbling with confidence, and it's going to be an exciting encounter. It's going to be an exciting encounter here as well. Yes, and so I will just go across to Millington and highlight the sponsors for us, Millie, because without them, this tournament would certainly be not possible for us to have and to bring it to the listening public as well, who have enjoyed the commentary, the tournament in its entirety, and now we're down to the final. We definitely will need to say kudos to our sponsors. Indeed,
Tony. And so we take time out to say congrats to, thank you, a hearty thank you to Anguilla for one of our gold sponsors. Also Zebby Beach Resort, Cruising Art, and Frangipani Hotel. We know that we are going through difficult times, and so these business places on board ensuring that we have the level of competition that we have seen over the past month plus right here at the James Robertson Park. Also, silver sponsor Najiko, we are grateful that you are on board with us here Anguilla Premier League. The first of its kind right here at the Change on our We have had 2020 tournaments before. We have had leagues before, but none as such as the Anguilla Premier League at this magnitude at which we are having this one, and it's going live and live there around the world wherever you are, and it's because of our sponsors. Our sponsors, D3 Enterprises with Lakes World, Content Charters, National Commercial Bank Anguilla, and Carita Walgreen Lynn Home. Some of our other sponsors would include, but not limited to, Anguilla Air Services, the Anguilla Community Action Group, as we know it here at Acon, Best Buy Supermarket, Tropical Distributors, Keisha Webster Carty, Heavenly Real Estate, English Rose Restaurant, of course, one of our radio stations, one of the two radio stations that are taking our coverage live and live around the world, and around Anguilla for sure, Radio Anguilla 95.5, Class FM 92.9, Digicel, on which we stream live on the Digicel Playboy, King Ocean Service, Conrad Rogers, Sports Depot, Jamaica, Anguilla Electronics, and Anguilla Printing. In every which way that you have sponsored whatever that is, be it shirts and printing, and ensuring sponsorship of cash or whatever it is that you have done to ensure that this Premier League is a success. We are tremendously grateful, and it's because of you why we were able to see the level of competition that we and dedication that we have seen here in this Anguilla League.
Certainly, and yes, our sponsors, they are the one that really assisted us in pulling off this tournament as well. Millington, we know there's a lot of football in the air, there's a lot of cricket as well. You talked about the Indian team winning in all three formats, that is the Test Series, they would have won the T20 as well, and the one-day match, the three one-day match competition, they would have won that as well. But you can say well done to India, but England did really play some very, very good cricket across, especially the shorter formats, the T20s and the one-day matches as well. But they are the number 1 and 2 teams respectively. England being number 1 in one-day cricket, having just won the World Cup about a few years back, and they really put up a good showing here. Gone are the days when 290 runs in a one-day match was a massive score. Now you're seeing we're 320, 330. Just like a walk in the park.
Indeed, we have seen 400 scored in a one-day game. And it has shown that the T20 game has really enhanced the game of cricket. Even in hardly, Tony, you can count on one hand in recent times, probably in the last 10 years or so, how many test matches have been drawn. And just because of T20, you know, that has been added to the game. You know, gone are the days, as you rightfully say, when 290 was security. You made 280, 290. That was a massive total. Today, that 350 is not even guaranteed.
Yes, certainly, and we saw the West Indies India Test match. They really playing well. The West Indies playing Sri Lanka. They're in Antigua. The second Test match is slated to start tomorrow. And we would have seen where the West Indies in the fourth innings did hold out the Sri Lankans for 169 and didn't do justice to the first innings score, only giving them 102 runs in the lead, and we realized what transpired. The Sri Lankans, they came back in their second innings and they really put up a massive fight and put on a massive total as well, and had it not been for the West Indies batsmen who have applied themselves, especially with the likes of Bonner and Mayers and those who we call fringe players who would have gone down to Bangladesh. They've continued on that trajectory and they've actually saved the match as what could have been an embarrassing encounter for Craig Bradwick's first test in the Caribbean as well. Going into tomorrow, and do you see any changes that you think that they can effect to really strengthen, albeit the batting or the bowling? Remember, they're playing at the same venue.
Well, Tony, I really can't see Shannon Gabriel in that 11. I may be wrong, but Shannon Gabriel, he really didn't look himself. He didn't look apart. He really didn't bowl as well as we have seen him in recent time. And will there be a place for him in the 11? We will have to wait and see. We're just speculating, but we will have to wait and see. But we can't forget that innings that was played by Rakeem Cornwall in the first innings. Yes. Because that innings that Rakeem Cornwall played brought some respectability back to the West Indies total. West Indies was they were struggling until he walked to the crease, and really he batted well. He started very shakily, but he really got it together, and he really batted well, and put the West Indies 102 runs along with the lower order batting. They did well, and in the end the West Indies were able to hold on for a draw, because had it not been for that innings, it would have meant that Sri Lanka would have had a lot more time to bat and a lot more time to put West Indies into bat and to look to bowl them up. Nonetheless, that innings, the innings that were played by, as you noted already, Kumar Banner and Mays again, they showed that it wasn't any fluke. And I'm happy for Banner that he finally got that monkey off his back and he was able to get over the match.
Yes, certainly, and not missing any cricket. We have got a lot more of the sunshine now, so that's good, and it looks nice and bright now as compared to the last, let's say, 10-15 minutes, and so the further away the cloud can get from us, it will certainly be an exciting day for some good cricket here this afternoon. We have seen where just most of the formality in terms of the preparation of the playing surface is just about out of the way now, just brushing up that we see that the groundsmen they are doing there, making sure that everything is nice and ready, and then we will certainly have some good cricket here for you this afternoon. And we want to say, if you've just joined us, welcome again. You're listening to our live broadcast here, being carried live by Radio Anguilla 95.5 on the FM band, and also 92.9 Class FM as well. If you are social media personnel, you can certainly pick us up right here on MegaCharles54. That's on the YouTube channel for MegaCharles54. There is Lloyd Gums live, streaming live on Facebook as well, and we have also got Clean Stream here with us. They have been our social media streamers and broadcasters throughout this tournament, and we want to say kudos to them again in Millington. Well,
yes, indeed. I'm really pleased that we're able in these tough times, in these COVID times, that we're able to not just play cricket, but that we have seen the crowds. We have seen the crowds coming out to support cricket in Anguilla again. Most of our games, we have large crowds, and I have no doubt that as the sun comes out and as cricket starts today, that we're going to have a very large crowd at hand. to witness the clash of the Titans in the Sixers and the Beamers.
Yes, certainly, and over the years, the tourism sector, which is our main contributor in terms of our economy and its development, has drawn quite a number of our sportsmen, be it in football, cricket, volleyball, basketball, whatever you name it. They have caused serious effects on players that are available to play the sport, especially of cricket as well, of cricket that is played throughout the daytime with the advent of the many hotels that we boast here. As we have seen quite a number of our sportsmen being plying their trade, their livelihood in that field as well. That has caused some, just some falling away of our cricket, especially our cricket as well. It appears, Millington, as we can see, that the toss was just had.
The toss was taken, and the Beamers will be batting. I could almost guarantee that the Beamers will be batting.
The Beamers will be batting. Yes. Well, the captain did say that he will certainly take first snap, but we will confirm that in just a bit. The umpires, they are satisfied with the preparation that was done to the ground. We've seen the crew today in Bobby Blacksmith just about to take the covers, clear the field, a matter of fact, with the covers. Just in case you were wondering, there we've got that look like Jack and Keith Blake. Yes, they will be the ones who will be officiating, who will be umpiring this match this afternoon. It's the finals of the Anguilla Premier T20 League right here at the James Ronald Webster's Park. Yes, you can feel it. There's a song that's playing down there by the man Spotter talking about. You can feel it. You can feel the excitement and the electricity in the atmosphere. We can look across over there in the stands and see that they are building up considerably. Millington.
Yes, the crowd is coming in. Crowd is coming in, and we are waiting. And again, Tony, we say thank you for all those persons that take the time out of their busy schedule to go to your office, wherever you are, in your home, wherever you are, and you're taking the time out to watch us. Sit down and enjoy the cricket and our commentaries. We are grateful to have you on board. It is just for you while we are doing what we are doing. We enjoy doing what we are doing just for you, to describe the action. And for those persons who can't see, for those persons who can only hear on radio, it is because of you why we are doing this, and we are grateful. To the man downstairs, the minute man, he's been doing a tremendous job also on the outside commentary and on the mic. He has done a tremendous job over the past weeks.
Yes, that's one of his specialties. He says he loves that kind of thing where he can talk all day. But yes, like you mentioned, different persons have different likes, so to speak. I don't know if you remember when we were doing that commentary workshop course with the University of the West Indies, and we had an assignment where we had to do we had to do some interviews asking the preference in terms of what medium that persons like to view commentary or listen or view sports, as the case may be. Some persons went for radio because they feel it was more descriptive, more exciting during the commentary. Some persons prefer to watch the television because they were able to see the action and see what is going on there. So as often as we have done it throughout the course of the tournament, certainly been a pleasure beyond measure hearing and sharing the microphone with the likes of Stone, you yourself, Kai, Brian, and Tel Slick, Alkins, Mr. Ralph Hodge. Those are some of the voices, not forgetting George Kentish, you know, who really fascinates me. He still has the old way in which we used to score, and you know, the different mix that we've seen throughout this course of this tournament so far has really been exciting, and it appears as though for sure that the Beamers, they are going to take first.
Well, yeah, so we have got the words that the BEAMERZ, so they indeed have won the toss and they've chosen to back first. We are going to give you a run on the team in just a while. We're just awaiting this turn, and as soon as the Queens become a player, go to us. Again, Stoney, we can't forget our umpires who have done a tremendous job in the middle. The likes of Ralph Hodge, Lily, who is now away with Karen, Lily, who is now away with senior national team, football team. We would have had a Proctor, who have officiated in games here in the middle of today. Mr. Jack Webster and Pete DeLay will be doing the grand finale game. And so we say thank you to our umpires. Had it not been for them, again, cricket can't play without an umpire.
Yes, certainly, and they are the ones in the middle making all the decisions, making sure that the game is being played in the right manner, played in the right spirit, keeping everything in check. And at times, you know, will come under some harsh critiques as well, with decisions that teams would want to feel that they may have had. But the umpiring has been very good. The likes of Calvin, who was away for some time due to some illness, but the likes of Calvin, Ralph, as you would have mentioned, all the folks there, because you know, umpiring is a very difficult job. It's difficult to be out there in the middle, in the hot sun, and keeping your concentration and making sure that everything is kept in check. And so we want to say kudos to them.
Indeed. You know, when I look now at how hard the umpire job is, the umpire has a split second to make a decision. He sees what happens. I have seen where the third umpire has made several decisions that are just not right. And so, when you have the third umpire who has the benefit of replay, still making a mistake, we have to say kudos to our umpires who are standing in the middle.
Certainly, yes, we have seen where even with technology, where they have had quite a considerable amount of time and still can't come up with the proper decisions as well, especially for those of us who are looking at it from the television. We form an opinion and say, well, that's out, but then the umpire says, you know, differently. And so, could you imagine the men in the middle having to make that the decision?
Because oftentimes you think the ball is hitting, it's going to hit middle of stump, but on review you see it pitched outside the line of the leg stump. That's one of the rules I would want to change in cricket. If I had any say in changing rules, I would want that rule change to me. If a ball pitch outside, it doesn't matter where it pitch, once it's going to hit down, knock down the stump, you're out.
Well, you should be out. You'll have to go to the rule makers, because that's if it pitch outside the leg stump, you know for a fact whether it's going to hit the base of the stump, the middle, anyway.
What is the difference if the ball is pitched outside the off stump? What is the difference if the ball is pitched outside the off stump and it's going to knock down the stump? And it's pitched outside the leg stump and it's going to knock down the stump? What is the difference, Tony?
Well, like I said, the persons who make the rules, they will need to tell me exactly why
they came up with that idea?
Well, if I am to give a description, an explanation for that, maybe they're saying, well, down the leg side, it's harder to play down the leg side as opposed to the ball coming straight into you.
And it's just an opinion. You know what? One thing I found funny, you know, it's also the rule of an umpire's call. If less than half of the ball is hitting the stump, that it goes to the umpire gets the benefit if it's ruled out or not out. But if the ball is going to hit the stump that hard, it should be out.
No, I'll pose the question to you now, since you asked that. What's the difference between outside half and outside leg? As a batter, as a person who would have played a considerable amount of cricket, what's your favorite area for playing? On the inside or on the outside?
Tony, for me, I'm a predominant leg side player. I play very well off my pad. I'm very strong off my pad, and so if you're short, you're going to get caught. But definitely, I really think that the rule needs to be checked. But yes, Tony, I'm a predominant onside player. I love to use my bottom hand, and so I tend to go across the line a lot.
Okay. Well, that's Millington. You're not missing any cricket. We're still just chit-chatting. The teams are just about ready. We can see to our right that the Farrington Super Sixers, they're just having their final words, their final, pep talk, so to speak, as we see the umpires now, they're striding out to the middle to take up their position, and just in a little bit as the Farrington Super Sixers will have done all the necessary preparatory talk and how they're going to strategize. You see them take the field now. The opening batsmen, they are ready. I can see Richardson, Lyndall Richardson, and Dylan. Yes, going to be Dylan Skelly and Borden. Yes, Lyndall will say that Dylan is still carrying a little niggle.
Yes, but he is slated to play. He is going to be playing. He's just like opening. I must tell us that our break is going to be reduced. So there's about a 10 minutes break between innings. So we're not going to have that half an hour as we would normally see. It's going to be 10 minutes break between innings.
Certainly a good initiative, because we will want to at least catch as much of the daylight as possible, and as we set up ourselves as well at Millington for if I don't want to even think it, I'll just leave it there.
Well, a super over. I wouldn't want to see this game come down to a super over. We have seen it all at Tony. We have seen teams having the win in their back pocket and throwing it away. We have seen it all. The only thing that we have not seen thus far is a super over. And what a way to end this today. A super over in the finals. Well, it is a finals day right here at the James Runner Webster Park. It is the Anguilla Premier League. Indeed, it is the BEAMERZ taking on the Farrington Super Sixers in the grand finale. At the wicket, it is Dylan Skelly, and with him is Dion Burton, the opening batsman for the BEAMERZ. BEAMERZ winning the toss, throws into bat, and taking his mark now is the tall, lanky pace bowler in Masimba Bowen. Masimba Bowen with number 22 on his back. He's going to be running away from this commentator's booth end. He will be bowling the first over, and his first delivery will be to Dylan Skelly, the right-handed batsman. To Dylan Skelly, there is a mid-on, mid-off. On the offside, there is a mid-off, extra cover, backward point. Third man. There is a man at slip. And in the onside, there is a mid-on, a man on the square leg boundary, and a short, fine leg. It's going to be Dylan Skelly, who is going to take first strike. On the non-striker end is Dion Burton, the diminutive wicket-keeper batsman. It's finals day, not over being last year thus far, and we are grateful. It's going to be Masimba Bowen. Umpire Keatley Leak getting signaling the score and saying, "I'm ready, are you?" The scorer say, "I am." Looking around the field, Masimba Bowen is ready. Dylan Skelly taps away at the crease, and he waits for Masimba Bowen. The first delivery of the finals. It's the 28th of March, 2021. Masimba Bowen runs away from us. The ball to Dylan Skelly. Ball to Skelly. Skelly is getting one. He's turning it over the hip. He's running through for one, and they will get it to They're off the mark, the man there, Adams, that's runner, moving away from mid-wicket, going to his right, at the mid-on, and he gets a single. Skeleki. So Skeleki is on one. One for no loss. The first delivery that brings the left-handed Burton on to strike. Dion Burton. So Dion, he has a shot by leg mid-on. Man coming off the boundary and he's on the circle there, on the edge of the circle at Skeleki. There's a slipper third man, backward point to deep extra cover, a mid-off and extra cover. Masimba Boy. Right arm over the wicket. The ball to Dion Burton. Bright sunshine here at the James Ronald Webster Park. In this, the finals of the Anguilla Premier League. Masimba runs away from us. Passes umpire late. Ball to Burton. Burton to the silver. He's getting one shot. He's running down to third man. They have gone for one. Will they come back for a second? They're looking for it. Burton is coming back. He's going to get it soon. Skeleki was tentative in coming back there, but Burton is fast. And the fielder coming around there fumbled. And in the end, they got it there very easily. So, Burton is on 2. Score is on to 3. Over number 1. It's the finals. The pressure that the finals bring. Runs on the board. So BEAMERZ will want to rack up some good runs here. We won't want to go into the rush in the early piece. We want to build a good foundation on which we can launch. Here is Masimba Boyne. Runs away to ball to Burton. Balls to Burton. Burton is turning this one over his hip. They're gone for run. Runs here. They're going to come back for a second. They're going to get it too easily too. They could come back for a third run. They're coming back for it and they will get it easily. Good run in there by Skeleki and Dion Burton. Good run in there. And the score moves on by 3 to 6. So, score moves on to 6. Burton is on 5. Skeleki is on 1. He's on strike now. Good looking start there. And Bungry has not been scored. But because of good running between the wicket, they are on 6. And this is what the BEAMERZ, both teams, this is what we are going to see from both teams today. Once they are at the wicket, we are going to see, for the majority of it, good running.
Yes, Millington, both teams seems to be up for the task at hand today. The BEAMERZ, they have started off mystically running between the wickets and really some good cricket so far.
In the east, it's getting dark there. The groundsmen are going towards the cover. Here is Masimba Boyne. Ball to Skeleki. Skeleki is hitting this one. He doesn't time it well. It was there. The room was there, but didn't time it well. And in the end, the man there at extra cover, regulation cover fails. No run resulting. Score remains on 6. Masimba would have to adjust that line and length. Here is the Boynes again. Turn to bowl to Skeleki, runs away, passes umpire Lake, ball to Skeleki. Skeleki is getting one, he's turned off the pad. They are going to get runs here, they have gone for one, they're looking for a second, they're not going to get it. Good throw, good bit of feeling there by the Panther. That's Rimmel Adams, limiting the batsman to just a single. Skeleki moves on to 2, the total on to 7. 7 for no loss. And Tony, the weather in the east of us is not looking good at all. The sun is still with us. But we are seeing the clouds. The wind has picked up quite significantly. Here is Masimba Boyne again. To bowl to Dion Burton. To this delivery, Burton is getting one. That is a slow ball. It's in the air! And it's caught! Burton goes! A slow ball, looking to turn it down the onside. Ball coming off the outer edge and lobbing to the man there. Coming around to his left at mid-off. That's then Proctor. That's Proctor taking the catch. And in the first over, the Farrington Super 6 has a strike.
Yes, it was a single. Not too sure what Burton was trying to do. Almost as if he was caught between two minds, trying to turn it on the onside, not getting it as he would have wanted to. It just looped up in the middle, locked it up, and the man coming from the mid-off position there, just running around to the bowler's mark there. I think picking up what was a simple, easy catch here, and we've seen the BEAMERZ, they have lost their first wicket, that to the bowler here in the simple boy, the batsman here brought for 5. They started off running between the wickets very well, playing each ball on its merit, but this time Burton, not too sure whether it was deceived by the pace of that one, misjudged it, and certainly contributed to his downfall.
Yes, he was deceived by the slow ball. It was a slow ball. He was looking to turn it on the onside, and the ball taking the outer edge, and just looping up to the man there, coming around to his left at mid-off, Daniel Proctor, who took a regulation simple catch and sending back Burton. So, the Farrington Super Sixers have struck first blood in the finals. It's going to be Captain Dimitri Adams. He's going to take up the attack from the city end. He's going to be bowling to the new batsman, the left-handed Yannick Leonard. Yannick Leonard has really improved in his batting. He's really improved. He has worked very hard on his batting. We know him as one of our better left-arm slow bowler. Here is Dimitri Adams. Right arm around the wicket to bowl to Yannick. Yannick is coming forward and pushing it up to extra cover. Can't score. Score remains on 7. 7 for 1. 7 for 1. Here is Adams to Leonard. Is pushing back to, and the rain is with us. Believe it or not, the rain is with us. And the cover has been called. The cover has been called immediately. The cover has been called, and this is not a good sight at all. The cover has been called on. Fielders are leaving the field, and there is going to be a break in play here. Tony.
Bright sunshine throughout the whole tournament. We're not complaining, but you know, what a way to enter into the finals as well. So, not even sure how much we will be able to broadcast here. We may need to certainly have master control. Master control, if you're listening to us, the rain is with us. It covers the groundsmen, so they're trying to cover the pitch frantically. And so until we get the cue from us, you can take us back to the studios. And when we do have any play, we will certainly update you. Yes, it's raining here. The wind is blowing, and it's really causing serious
This need cover
here with the windows as well. So they have master control. They could cover it with a take it back from us. And this one time, as there has been stopped for rain. Until then, we will go back to the studios, and if anything, we'll talk about that. Wow! Everybody got up on there. Yeah. It's like you're pulling up, you're muffled up a skirt. The clip, Kanafi, the red button there, is there where it's click here? Which one? Yeah, the red one? Yeah.
This one is going to be for the day, buddy.
I want electronic. I don't want. Wow. The back there with the wind. Wow. Precisely. 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 I told you also, and you didn't listen. All right. Wow. We are not in a good place.
We're in whip.
I can't go up there. They're not really working for them at a best spot. They're getting met? And she said the same thing, that they have a lot of imagine you have high school
Never. Football? Back up your ring.
Yeah.
Beauty in this, put back up your ring. Hey, come forward, turn after. What's going on?
You know, I explained already. Let's say, everywhere you go, you see football in the street. And every single football in the
Whoa. What's going on? Wow. That's it. It was expected a long time. That's it. That's it.
Why you ran so high up the stand? Why you not down to the bottom? If they say anything, I'll call you.
Yo, that's not you. After the final. Just after the final. No, man, Stoney is the better. We're going to stop to the finals. Crying out? No? You can't cry out. You gotta have to get it. Are we crying out? The place dry, dots, and today is a holy day. Palm Sunday. It's Palm Sunday. Holy day, holy week. Today is a holy day. How holiday is it? Holy Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday. Thank God for this video. Yeah. How are you looking for my try like this? Huh? It's a good for us. You know what you get? Hey, yo. You might have been all the back that you are hating back. What is Jennifer?
So how much open?
Here, right? I want to go and know how to rub down with lemon not alcolada, lemon curl. The running of the get in, then still going to get the cold and have it to the Maria? I'm right. That's right.
How much over to cool? 1 over?
1 a little bit.
2 bar.
This is really interesting. Then we do something not cool.
I just hear this is until tomorrow weather. I'm just saying this is until tomorrow weather. It's honeymoon weather? No, I just the satellite is until tomorrow. Wow. This kind of weather is until tomorrow. Wow. She's asking if we ain't check your weather because it's until tomorrow. No, man. Gotta look out the flood and too. It's cold up here, buddy. Why somebody don't get wet up? That's started. It's started. So Frankie went over here just now. All over, the finals got to start. Huh? How should we blood now? That's the best he don't move. That is the best he That is the best he don't do.
Hey,
That's the best
you gotta leave him alone and tell him you do that. That's your thing.
That's the best he
That's okay. I'm not sure this one. Good evening to the persons who are still logged on a clean stream here with us at the James Ronald Webster Park. The news is from the James Ronald Webster Park. We have a heavy downpour, very heavy downpour, and it is a lengthy one. It is not looking good at all for us here at the James Ronald Webster Park. And we are not very sure if we will be able to continue. From what we are seeing thus far, it is, we are now at 3 o'clock, and it definitely looks like a pull and things here at the James Ronald Webster Park. And we will keep you updated as the day progress, as the evening progresses. But at 3 o'clock, definitely it really looks like a rescheduled game thus far. Tony.
Yes, and we might have lost gone back to master control by radio, but we are still live streaming, and as by the pictures that you are seeing, you can certainly see that it's been a very heavy shower, one that we have not had for quite some time. It's just getting a little clearer, but for sure we don't think we'll be able to continue this match today. It started off really hyped, as we would say, lots of excitement in the air, and lots of spectators in the ground as well. As you can see, they are, seeking shelter at the top of the stands. That is, how the stand is built is facing the east, and so the rain is coming from that area and beating up under the stand. So the spectators, they are certainly seeking the best way of sheltering, and yes, the ground staff, they are still out there as well. We can see our very own Frankie as well there, getting the wet and getting the rain, and just struggling out there as well. But as you can see, we won't be able to continue with this match, at least for today for sure, because the forecast has it that it will be like this maybe into tomorrow, even into Tuesday. So we certainly will definitely need to reschedule this encounter here this afternoon. To the back of us, we have the under 15 football team here. They are still going through the training trials, and we know for a fact that rain don't really stop football, and so they are out there in this heavy shower, really going through the paces with the coaches as well. But as for the cricket, for sure, that has been halted due to the fact that we have rain right here in Rainbow City, Anguilla, especially in the valley area as well. I'm looking down to the western end, and it might be dry down on that side, but where we are situated, we are certainly having a really good soaking here today, and we will definitely not see any cricket. I'm looking out on the field, just where the bowlers run up. It seems to be very wet as well. The outfield will be very wet as well, and we don't have a super sapper here to say we will mop up anything of such, but that's the position here from the James Ronald Webster Park in this Anguilla Premier League T20 final encounter between the Farrington Super Sixers and the BEAMERZ, being stopped by rain. We were able to see 1 over and 2 balls being bowled. The score at that time was 7. The BEAMERZ had just lost their opening batsman there in Burton, and just giving a catch there to Proctor, who was at Milan after bowling, of Masimba Bowen, and so the Farrington Super Sixers certainly show that they will feel, well, wow, we missed the chance to really press home the advantage and try to squeeze the BEAMERZ. We know that the BEAMERZ bat very deep, they're very experienced as well, and so we was really looking to see what an encounter this would have been here today. We can see it's certainly getting a lot brighter. I'm looking further into the east, and it's very, very bright, but there's a slight drizzle, and most of the dark clouds just moving away just a little bit to the north of us here. But whether we will be able to have any cricket, I doubt that, because safety first. But as we are broadcasting live, we just thought that we will just chit chat with you a little bit to see and to let you know what is really going on here at the James Ronald Webster Park. At a standstill, and we saw with some of the players who were assisting the few groundsmen that we have here with the covers as well. They are just coming out of the scoreboard now, and probably heading back under their tent to certainly remove those wet uniforms, because they probably will be soaking wet right now. So that's the position here from the James Ronald Webster Park. The match has been stopped due to rain, and we will wait and see when will be the best scheduled time for us to either continue, which I think that they will want to do. They will want to continue, or we'll see what they will decide. But that's the position right here, right now. No cricket, rain has stopped play, and it certainly has halted the finals of the Anguilla Premier League T20 between the BEAMERZ and the Farrington Super Sixes. In the moment, this is your host, Daddy Tones, right here. We can see, we are hearing that the spectators in the stands, they're trying to entertain in themselves. That sounds like, yes, that sounds like the legendary cat core for Steel Pulse, who is here in Anguilla with us. He's in the stands, and it appears as if he's on the microphone singing and asking for 96 degrees in the shade. It's not 96 degrees in the shade at the moment, you know. Yes, there's Cat Core down there singing 96 degrees in the shade, the legendary Cat Core. He's here for Moon Splash with Banky Banks, and has graced us with his presence here to look at the cricket as well. You know, very studious persons as well, very jovial person as well, the voice of Cat Core. Well, I'm going to take my leave from here. I'm seeing that the umpires there in Jack Webster and Keithley. Yes, they are the officiators, and they are going out onto the field, maybe just to inquire and to see whether or not, well, like I said, they're looking where the rain is coming from, and whether or not the outfield will be dry enough to continue. That's highly likely and possible, but we will see what is what. Until then, this is T saying, I'm just going to sign out. We'll wait and see. We'll be here if anything unfolds that is noteworthy that you will need to be aware of, we'll certainly bring it to you as it unfolds. All right.
Yeah, this is on the outfield. That's so. Not about fields.
Over that weekend, they're seeing the players normally, but if they were wrong, we would have football over the weekend. I want to suggest to the president if we could get like a 4-team competition during Christmas. Christmas long holiday. Yes. Well, then put on the floodlights.
Everyone got their shoes, you know. Should I catch that one?
Yeah.
Yo vengo, ¿eh? Yo me dan 3 placas,
What's the Lord's man?
That's not that right? Let me see how the photo there. Let's see the photo.
Mother Nature. Mother Nature had the last word.
Yes.
Okay.